Hey everyone, welcome to Bleakwell Gaming. Today we're talking Ashes of Creation, Apocalypse. Before we get to it, I just want to let you know that I intend to be doing some giveaways in the near future, so hit that thumbs up, let me know in the comments below what you think of the content, what you've seen so far, if there's anything you want to see in the future, anything that's on your radar and you'd like me to cover, I'd be happy to take a look at all of it. Subscribe to the channel for notifications, check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Without further ado, let's get to it. Start with, what is Ashes of Creation, Apocalypse? To get the answer for that, we're going to need to know what Ashes of Creation is. Well, Ashes of Creation is an upcoming MMORPG which is currently in development. Apocalypse is its free-to-play, arena-based game. The Apocalypse beta was brought out to not only test, but also to showcase the features, abilities, combat that would be used in their upcoming MMORPG, as they'll both be based on the same idea. Ashes of Creation Apocalypse and Ashes of Creation are both going to be tied into the same world. So while Ashes of Creation Apocalypse is an arena-based game, the items which you unlock in Ashes of Creation Apocalypse will actually be available to you if you have an Ashes of Creation account for their MMO-based game. Ashes of Creation Apocalypse is free to play. However, Ashes of Creation is going to be a subscription-based model. Apocalypse has many game types. Currently, in beta, you have access to the Battle Royale game type. Others are going to be coming down the line, but to give you an idea, some of those might be things like a Castle Siege, which would be going hand in hand with their MMO. Alright, next up, movement. The movement feels a little awkward, especially when you're strafing. It's not bad, but it needs work just like a lot of other aspects of this game. That's what beta's for though, to go through these steps, figure out what's lacking and what's great and what needs to be improved. Now graphics on the other hand. The graphics are beautiful. For the style and look that they're going for, they've nailed it. The graphics are fantastic. They're going to immerse you into the world and you're going to love what you see if this is the style of game you want to be playing. Whether you want to play the MMO or you want to play a fantasy style arena-based game. The animations for the combat look pretty good. They work well. There's still room to be improved, but overall they look really nice. When somebody's shooting a bow, they zoom in, it lifts up properly. It all looks really, really well done for what it is. When you're swinging that really big two-handed axe, or you're swinging a single-handed axe or a sword, it all goes and works really, really well for how it is. However, it does feel a bit rough around the edges, and there's definitely room to be improved, but overall the animation looks pretty good. The combat, on the other hand, actually feels a bit rough and heavy in my honest opinion. What I mean by this is there's this almost lag feeling that I got while playing the game, and it wasn't lag. It's just due to the nature of the way they implemented this combat as it's action based. I feel that when you go and swing a weapon, you feel like you should have connected, and a lot of the times you don't. Even in their city, when you join a session and you're waiting to be placed in game, you run around and you're all attacking each other. I used that to get a little used to it and found that it was a bit clunky and I couldn't properly hit. The dodging felt a little off, so there's a lot of work that I feel really needs to be done to make this and their MMO work. Combat is the core of their arena base, so that's a huge factor when playing it. If they don't make that work, it's not going to succeed in the future. As far as bringing over this combat system into their MMO, while there's a little more room if you're not PvPing, which PvP is a big section of it as well, it really needs to be focused on and perfected and changed up from what it currently is, in my opinion, for other people to really enjoy it and get on the bandwagon. Let's talk the cost per action. The cost per action feels a bit high to me. After swinging for 3 or 4 swings, you can't do much. Now, don't get me wrong, if they're going for realism, then it's perfect and on the mark. You probably wouldn't be able to swing a weapon constantly at no cost of stamina in real life. Whenever you account for server lag, input lag, or anything along those lines, however, a single slip could cost you a match. So when you're swinging a weapon and you feel you should be a little closer, but you miss that mark due to the clunkiness of this combat currently, you end up dying very, very quickly. And that's a big problem. You don't want to feel that you shouldn't have died in that situation. And I'm not talking about that as a woe is me, I'm not good at this game. I'm talking about it more of a, how did I die in that situation exactly? It just, at points, really doesn't make sense. Overall, the combat may feel better when used in the MMO, but I definitely feel it needs to be greatly improved upon before its release. And for any form of PvP, there needs to be major improvements, otherwise it's really going to kill the game. Last up, we've got microtransactions. So, the way it currently is set, they seem to be mainly cosmetic. However, there is a premium skill line that extends past level 25, which is where the free-to-play version stops receiving bonuses. There are also bonus XP items you receive with this version as well. This paid version allows you to get XP bonuses, it allows you to get more cosmetic items, and that is where a lot of people are having issues with the transactions so far. If these items are available in the MMO side of things, it won't be as bad because their MMO is a subscription fee based. If you're paying for the MMO and you have access to being able to get those items through the MMO side of things, I don't see it being a problem. However, where people are having that issue is if they're paying monthly for that MMO and then they go and play the arena game, which is all part of the same world, why would people who aren't paying monthly get more bonuses and items than they do? So how this plays out in the future, I don't know. Nobody does. So I'd say let's just wait and see what the developers do in that case. Let's not shun them for it just yet. If this game is really on your radar and it's something you really want to play, then it's not worth saying to anybody, don't get it, the microtransactions are going to kill it. We have no idea where it's going to go just yet. So let's wait and see. For the overall opinion and thoughts so far. Using Ashes of Creation Apocalypse as the first look into the main title MMO, I feel that the world's beautiful for the look and feel they're going for. My main concern, which is a big one, is the combat. The current feel of it is very clunky, and I don't feel it's nearly close at all to where it should be, and the cost per action is also too high. That being said, I also feel the same way for the arena-based free-to-play version of the game, which is what this beta is for. As far as an arena game goes, however, not taking the combat into effect, the current Battle Royale type is actually pretty decent. To have a fantasy-based Battle Royale game, it's pretty good and will definitely appeal to you if you are looking for a new free-to-play Battle Royale game. As far as the combat issues, if they fix or change it up a bit, it offers some unique things such as weapon and armor abilities. So if you're into Battle Royales, it's not bad. But if you're looking at this for a first look into what to expect from the MMO, they need to change the combat a lot. For me, it's just not engaging and really takes the immersion out of it due to the clunky feel it currently has. So my overall opinion is we really need to see more. It's not out for the count. That's what betas are for. That's the great thing. If they keep improving upon it based on the input they receive, then great. We'll keep going. I'll definitely be playing more and more of Ashes of Creation Apocalypse to see where it goes, what direction the combat takes, the fixes they implement. But if it stays relatively the same to how it currently is, I don't see myself getting the MMO, and that's really sad to say, as it was one of the games I was holding high on my radar for an MMO upcoming. So I hope I've helped some of you see what the current state of this game is. I can't say whether I'll be doing a lot of reviews going forward. I'll have to see how the updates go. Well, that wraps up today's video. If you like what you see, please leave a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you think, if there's anything you'd like to see going forward, and subscribe to the channel to stay notified. Until next time, keep your gaming rated. BG. Bleakwell out.